to the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Wildcats! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the back. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
they'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back on the option to give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the back moving. Running into the open space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play.
UCLA, 0.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Runs through a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Green. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got the first down and still on his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, and watch out. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Run in the red zone. It's Valentine. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Throws to the back. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Got the back over the middle. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Cox. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the first down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
That last completion is still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They take the lead with the 6.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll try the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the move. Gets it past the marker. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. A great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Power football with the run. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stoned.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Tease. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. The defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Caught, close to the marker, it's Marshall. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, him still on his feet. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Marshall. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing because you got more guys that can really rush the passer or cover in the back end. So nice disguise, nice play.
They punted away on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got room to work. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got the back in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Now, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hauls it in. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.